What's happening, everybody? Welcome to Game Day with Trey. This your host Trey. That's my homeboy Face,
What up, world?
and we coming at y'all. Finna give y'all a quick update on the L.A. Lakers. All right, so the Lakers have been pretty busy thus far in free agency, signing six free agents and snatching them off the market as quick as possible. Okay, we can start with the first, with being the most recent, Austin Reeves. Gave Austin Reeves 4 year deal, $56 million. Give Cam Reddish a 2 year deal. Gave D'Angelo Russell a 2 year deal, $37 million. Gave Rui a 3 year, $51 million deal. Gave Vincent 3 years, $33 million. Like, I think these are good, solid moves for LA, building a core of young talent that'll still be here post LeBron era, and hopefully post EKG era eventually. But I mean, I know you're higher on EKG than I am, Face. Do you think that this cast of players surrounded by EKG and LeBron can make it to that next step?
Most definitely. You know what I mean? They play bad at certain times, but like you say with Austin Reeves, he earned that. He earned that check. He earned it. It ain't it
Yeah,
like
you
you
definitely
let a guy
did.
like that, you'll be crazy. Hachimura, he earned it. These guys actually earned that check. I'm just glad they had the opportunity to re-sign him. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you know how dudes get. They get that little, and they want to try to break the bank. You feel what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Because they know the other teams would love to have them. Who wouldn't love to have Austin Reeves or a Hachimura? You feel what I'm saying on your team? So
Exactly.
I'm glad that they did make those deals. And like you said, they was good, solid plays made by the Lakers. So big up to the Laker organization.
Yes, definitely big up to the Lake organization. Got to be happy about all those signings and the young talent that they have brought in, man. Uh, I think that regardless of if this is LeBron's last year or what happens in that situation, I think with that cast of players, we should be able to at least fight in the West. But it's all predicated off of EKG to me, man. Like, I think we can only go as far as EKG is gonna go. Okay, last postseason we saw it. LeBron was still playing. EKG then laid down. There was no consistency there. You can't go from scoring. You can't go 12, 21 points, 11 points, 22 points, 12 points. You can't do that. You just can't do that, man. It's not right, especially for the amount of money getting paid and for the ability that you're supposed to actually have. Like, you're supposed to be the best big man in the league, or at least one of the best big men in the league. And I've never seen one of the best big men in the league look like that. Now, yeah, defense has been his calling card for it and his hallmark for his whole career, even when he was back in Kentucky. Okay, that's what he hangs his hat on. But at the end of the day, man, I need you to be more consistent on offense. And if I can't get that consistency from him, it doesn't matter who we bring in. I like this because we haven't done this in a long time. We haven't gone out and got players like Gabe Vincent. Okay. We haven't gone out and brought back players. Okay. How long has it been since we brought back a player? That, you know what I mean? And not just bringing them back for to bring them back. Bring them back for a reason that they actually produced on the court. Okay. It's been a long time since we done that. And we making those kind of moves right now. So that's amazing. But at the end of the day, brother, like, I guess it's on the development of those players. And to be honest with you, trade deadline comes, D'Lo might be up out of there now if I don't see more from him anyway. And so I can see a D'Lo EKG package so that we can carry on post LeBron James.
I want I want to put it past LeBron demanding the trade in the middle of the season. you know, if
Yes,
it ain't
sir.
going
Yes,
right,
Lord.
don't be surprised if LeBron is going to screaming about a trade in the middle of the season. But at the end of the day, I feel like, with Cam Reddish being added to the mix, that gives us another outside shooter that can help us stretch the floor. I feel like AD has to start settling for these jump shots, and he has to get more aggressive going to the basket. Same thing with LeBron. It shows when LeBron goes to the paint, the Lakers go up so fast almost every time because you put so much pressure on the defense. You getting fouls. It just does so much to the course of a game, and I just feel like you
Man, you
have to
asking
work
a
on.
40-year-old man to play like a 20-year-old.
Hey, long he in the game, he got to play basketball.
But that's the
And,
hold up, hold
and
up.
guess
I'm not
what?
saying
When
hold
you
up, hold up. I'm not saying it. I agree with you. As long as you in the game, you got to play basketball. I agree with you. But the coach don't have to be giving you 39 minutes a game and then giving his 30-year-old AD or 20-something-year-old AD 20 some odd minutes a game. That doesn't make any sense, brother. That doesn't make any
well,
sense. It's just, why is it that the 38-year-old guy can show up and play basketball, but the dude who's 20 something going in about to go in his 30s just can't show up.
to whom much is expected, much is given. You
To my,
feel me?
I am not saying, yeah,
So,
exactly.
so guess
Much is
what?
expected.
When you exactly so when you take on these duties and you take on these responsibilities, hey, I understand that over time you become 40 years old, but you are the one that's capable of doing these things, and you have been doing it so long. Why
Name
would
the
they?
last 40-year-old that was
Why?
doing
So
these
listen.
things.
Do you
Name the
think they
last
do?
40-year-old that was doing these things. 39,
Okay, but
38-year-old.
tell me this here. Do you think his coach? Do you think that organization expects less out of him?
No, I believe
Okay,
that
so no,
I
hey,
believe they expect I believe they expect exactly what they got out of them. Okay, the 40-point
guess
game
what?
in the final game, he took it to the cup instead of passing the ball for the first time ever. You know what I mean? And tried to do something. Okay, instead of passing the ball when he could have passed the ball to AD.
But guess
Yeah,
what?
you know, I
Ain't nothing
like
wrong with that.
ain't nothing
I
wrong.
don't
No,
see
I'm
nothing
not.
wrong
I'm
with
not.
that.
I'm not mad at that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
They got
I
we
rather had a
us
ball.
as LA Laker fans got exactly what we should have gotten out of LeBron last year. That's what I'm saying. But what I'm not agreeing with you with is the fact that, man, when you get
Hey,
older, brother, it's got to be just not. It can't just be me putting a governance on myself. And I'm doing it, and I'll be as an example, man. I can't just be putting a governor on myself if I have a coach. I need my coach to be putting the governor on that too. I need him to be holding other players accountable the same way I am. Because nobody in LA is holding AD accountable. Nobody.
hey, I hold
Nobody is
AD.
holding AD accountable right now, man.
We do hold AD accountable. We do. Hey, AD gotta.
How
He
11 a
gotta.
point, a dog, 11-point game. Nobody said anything when he had an 11. He did that every other game. He, look at the stats. Look it up throughout this year's playoffs. 24-point game, 11-point game, 22-point game, 12-point game,
Guess what, Trey?
21-point game,
Guess what?
11-point game.
He did that throughout the season. The
That's what I'm
only time,
saying.
the
No,
only
but
time that he,
that's what I'm saying.
only
Like he
time
was
that he
supposed to be
went,
saving himself for the playoffs, and you doing it.
only time that he went on the tail and was averaging like 40 points a game is when LeBron got hurt, and he
But
felt
he
like
only
he had
did
to
that
pick
for a
up that
short
slack.
period of time. He did that for like 3 games. That
No,
wasn't even a
it was
long
like
time. That's not
seven
even
or
worth
eight games.
talking about averaging.
It was like 7 or 8 games. It was like
Man,
8 games.
LeBron was gone for about 15, 20 games at the end of the
Yeah,
year
but he only averaged 40 for like 8 games, like when LeBron was out. You know what I mean?
when LeBron
But
first went out.
I'm not clearing away for AD and putting all the blame on LeBron or even actually trying to blame LeBron. All I'm saying is this: I understand he's getting older, so at when you get older, you gain wisdom. So you have to change your game to the point where you might have to play with your back to the basket, exert, like you say, the type of energy
I
and
think he just needs to play less minutes. He needs to play less minutes so that he can
But
put that maximum effort out there longer or
I
in
think I
in
think I
better
think that was
spurts.
I think that was part of the plan when they went and got Gabe Vincent. Somebody that can handle the ball outside of LeBron. Which you got a guard that you can trust that can come and score that ain't gonna turn the ball over. That I'm just saying. Gabe Vincent ain't turn the ball over that much. So he
Nah.
all we need somebody that can protect the ball, that can score. You feel what I'm saying? If given the chance or whatever. And I feel like that's what they were doing that for because of the minutes for LeBron. You have to
Oh,
have somebody
I think
that
Gabe
can
Vincent
handle
will
the ball.
I think Gabe Vincent will look 10 times better next to LeBron. No, no smoke to Jimmy buckets down there in Miami, but I think Gabe Vincent will look 10 times better in that Laker jersey than he did in Miami. It is what it is.
Well, anybody put on this purple and gold gonna look 10 times better than a Miami Heat jersey. I
Yeah.
don't care who it is. You know what I mean? Michael Jordan, Larry Bird. Put them in a Heat jersey over a Lakers jersey and watch how they look. Come on, man. So,
All right, y'all. That's the Laker edition. I hope y'all enjoyed it. We have gone over all the free agents, all the numbers, our projections, how we feel about it, how you feel about it. Let us know in the comments, man. This your boy Trey, man. It's my dog Face. We out.
peace.
Peace.